Hey guys, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Today we're making chicken yakhni pulao, which to me is the king of all rice meals. I know we desi people love our biryani, but don't hate me because I think I love pulao a lot more than I love biryani. Do comment below in the comment section if you're team biryani or team pulao. Pulao served with some shami kabab and freshly cut onions with a little bit of lemon and some cucumbers. It's just my favorite way of having a really cozy meal. So let's get started with the recipe. But before that, please do consider subscribing to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. So the first thing I did was I prepared some stock in my instant pot. I took a carcass of one chicken, all the spices you're going to see next on the screen, and I just pressure cooked it on high for about 45 minutes. And then I bottled them up. If you're gonna freeze it, put it in plastic or freezer safe containers. This I used the next day, so I just put it in the fridge. And this also makes meal prep easier because you can make the stock and then it's ready to go whenever you feel like making pulao, and then you have your pulao in like 30 minutes or so. So I took 2 cups of rice, 2 measuring cups. I washed them and then I let them soak for about 20 to 30 minutes. You can soak them for more as well, but minimum 30 minutes is what I would recommend. And once they have been soaked for the desired amount of time, I usually strain them. I feel like the rice, it really blooms a lot better in the stock if you have strained it beforehand. So now, right before I'm about to start with my pulao, I strain my rice, and then put your instant pot on saute mode. Put a little bit of oil. I'm using about 2 tablespoons of oil and 2 tablespoons of desi ghee. You can make it completely in ghee or you can make it completely on oil, but I love the flavor and the aroma ghee gives to it. Then I'm adding some cumin and some freshly cut ginger, and you have to saute it till it's nice and fragrant. Then I added 1 medium-sized onion, which I cut into slices. You want it to brown a little bit, but not too much, because we are actually gonna bonify this with the chicken, and the brown color, the rich brown color of the onion is what gives your pulao that very nice goldeny brown color. So the better you cook your onions and chicken, the more beautiful color you're gonna get on your pulao. I hope it makes sense. So for 2 cups of rice, I'm using 2 chicken legs and 1 large sized breast. You can make it with 1/2 chicken, or you can make it completely with chicken breast or chicken thighs or chicken legs, because you already have the flavor from the chicken stock which had all the chicken bones in it. So you can make it either way. I typically like to add the chicken legs and the breast. To that I added some spices. It's actually some cumin, some coriander, and a little bit of black pepper. And then all you want to do is cook it. I'm also gonna add some yogurt into this, which is gonna add some really nice flavor. It enhances the aroma as well as the taste of your pulao. And once your chicken is completely cooked, that's what we're gonna do. If you feel like your onions or your chicken is getting stuck to the bottom, you can add maybe a tablespoon of water, but make sure to dry it up. And at this point, I think I'm gonna add a tablespoonful of yogurt. It's not a measuring spoon, just a regular spoon we use to have our meals. That's what I'm using, 1 heaped tablespoon of yogurt. And then you want to bonify it, or you want to reduce it, whatever make more sense to you. Basically, you want all the water to evaporate and you want the oil to come up and be more visible, and your onions are almost gonna dissolve with the entire thing. That's when you know that it's ready. So you can see here at the close-up that it's almost pretty much ready. And at this point, I'm gonna add 1 cup of my stock so that everything is off the bottom, nothing is getting stuck there. You don't want that. And then I'm adding in my rice. So for this one, I'm going 1 to 1. So 2 cups of my rice, pre-soaked rice, 2 cups of rice with 2 cups of chicken stock. And I'm also going to show you guys a finger test because typically I don't measure in cups. I just eyeball it and do the finger test, which is just checking the level of water that I need in my Instant Pot with my finger. I'm also going to mix it a little bit and check for the salt. Ideally, you should have, or I should have checked for the salt before I added in my rice. But it's okay, I still haven't pressure cooked it. So a total of 1 tablespoon of salt is what I added into this pulao. And my chicken stock was cooked without any salt. So 1 tablespoon in total was perfect. You might need more or less. Now I'm going to show you how I do the finger test. So you just need to dip your finger in, and the point where you touch the rice, that's how deep you want to go. And then your water level should be just about 1/4 to 1/2 inch. And that is the perfect amount of water that you need to cook your rice in an Instant Pot as well as on a stovetop. This is what I always used. This is what my mother has always said, that to have your rice just dipped, which is about 1/4 to 1/2 inch on your finger. So that's how you know you have the perfect quantity of water. If you want it a little bit more soft, you can add a bit more, but I wouldn't recommend it because it can turn to mush fairly quickly. I'm going to put my Instant Pot to seal, and then I'm going to turn off the saute mode and put my Instant Pot on the rice mode, which is automatically gonna select about 10 minutes or so. If you don't have rice mode, just cook it on low pressure for 8 to 10 minutes. So after the 10 minutes are up, perform a quick pressure release. You don't want it to sit around. And then open your Instant Pot and fluff the rice a little bit more so that if there's any steam that's trapped in the bottom, it can be distributed evenly, and then you don't have those clumps of rice that you get if you don't mix it up. So mix it gently and then check if you need any more. If it's hard, maybe add 2 more tablespoons of water if you want it to get a bit softer. That's a little tip I wanted to add. If at this point your rice seems a bit hard, add a couple tablespoons of water and then just release the vent and just let it sit in the pressure cooker or your Instant Pot for the next 10 minutes, which you're going to do anyways because all that steam is going to get absorbed in the rice, and you're going to get beautiful, evenly cooked grains of rice that are fully fluffed up and completely separated and cooked to perfection. And you can see that the bottom is all clean, there's nothing stuck to it, and there's no clumpy pieces of rice anywhere. So that was all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please do try this out, especially with some shami kabab. And if you have those frozen, and if you have frozen stock, you can have this meal ready under 30 minutes or 30 minutes at tops. So do try it and do let me know how it turns out for you. If you like this video, please do give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And if you recreate this, please do share it with me on my Instagram page, which is by the same name, the homemaker baker _falakalik. I love seeing your recreations. It just really brightens up my day. So that was all for today. I hope you give it a try and enjoy it with your friends and family. Until next time, the homemaker baker over and out.